Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot forecast. This forecast is for February the 22nd. Is that right? Yes. For February the 22nd, we are going to go ahead and start with Aries right off the bat. Let's see what comes up for you guys. Okay, so Aries, what you have showing up, by the way, this is my Wildwood Tarot. You have the moon on water. You have the wolf. And you have the woodward showing up in reverse. Okay. So Aries, what do we have going on here when we've got the moon on water and the wolf with the woodward in reverse? What's really striking me about these first two cards, Aries, is that moon in both of them. I'm seeing a whole lot of emotion going on here. And then we've also got an egg underneath the water. When we've got the moon on water, that is untapped potential. That egg hasn't hatched. No life has come out yet, even though there's life in there. There's a lot of untapped potential. So this talks to me about some kind of situation that never came to full fruition whenever we're looking at that card. And with the wolf, we are letting that go. We're letting that potential go. We're letting go of that situation. And the situation has a lot of chemistry. It has a lot of potential. It could quite possibly go far, but chemistry also can have a negative effect. If it's overwhelming, there can be too much emotion, too much, things turn angry instead of feisty. So there could be, looks to me like Aries, you've got a situation that you really had great hopes for. You thought that had a lot of potential to really do well and to unfold and show you more and more and more and more, that you're finding yourself having to say goodbye to on the 22nd. And what's going on here? Why is this happening? Because you've got the woodward in reverse. This just means that somebody has made a judgment about you or about some of your behaviors that was not based on truth or fairness. This was not a fair decision. Okay. And so because of that, you're having to turn loose of all this untapped potential and say goodbye to it. What's interesting, as I'm looking at this, what's interesting to me, and I know I'm missing a puzzle piece here that it's not making sense. There's all this untapped potential in the first card, but you're not having any trouble saying goodbye to this untapped potential. So something must be really, really wrong for you to not have any trouble saying goodbye to this. Maybe if this person made an unfair decision to you, that may have really changed the taste in your mouth. Okay. All right. So that's what we've got for Aries. That's enough of roaming around and rolling around in those emotions and those feelings. Ready to move on from that. Shakoya, hello. Rena, hello. Romy, you're an Aries moon. That talks about your subconscious stuff then. Brenda Rosario, hello, hello. Glad to see you in the room. Romy, I owe you an email. I haven't forgotten. I just keep getting distracted. Who are we working on next? This is going to be Taurus for February 22nd. For those of you interested, I do offer private readings either by phone or by Skype. Not that hard to contact me and schedule one. All my contact information is on the website in the description box below. Taurus, you had two of your cards already fall. We're going to take the third one straight up off the top of the deck. What do we have happening here, Taurus? You have the Kingfisher, Wildwood Tarot deck, by the way. You have the Three of Stones in reverse, or creativity. And you have the Frustration card in reverse. Okay, so what is going on? Oh, I'm glad they're helping. That's the point. Very glad to hear that. Okay, so Taurus, Kingfisher, and creativity in reverse. So Kingfisher is known for his focus. He's known to be able to go and float above the water, see some prey, just beneath the surface and be able to rock down in there and just dip that thing right on up without even stopping. I mean, he's just really focused on the target or the goal, able to meet that. All right. And then you've got Miss Creativity over here, only she's in reverse. I think that what we have going on for you, Taurus, is you're letting your focus be so one-dimensional. It's almost like it's putting you're sort of putting blinders on yourself as far as your creativity. Now, are you reaching your goal? Yes, I think you are reaching your goal. Could you reach it in a much less tedious way? You probably could. Either way, you're reaching your goal, I think, whether you allow yourself to be creative or not. I just think you're going to have a much more interesting and fun experience if you do allow some creativity to come in instead of the same old, got to do this by the book, got to do this way, got to do this right now, got to have this deadline, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's good to break up the focus with a little bit of fun. Can't believe I'm saying that. Those words are not from me. Awesome. Thank you, Romy. Okay, so why is this happening? Why are you focusing so much that you're eliminating creativity on Saturday? There's something going on in your life that's causing you frustration. Oh, I see what you're doing here. So there's been something in your life that's been causing you frustration. And so I think what you're doing is you're using your logic and you're just using just thought, maybe even kind of going on autopilot once it's thought out, because you don't have to be creative. You don't have to add little twists here and there, because being able to go on autopilot eliminates this frustration. I think being logical is actually taking your mind off of something that has been frustrating you. It's a distraction point. When you're focusing like this, you're getting so focused, you're just distracting yourself from the things that have been frustrating you. Great law of attraction practice, actually, for those of you who are in law of attraction, into that. There was something else I wanted to say here too. What was that? It's gone. It's gone. Yep. So basically, you're focusing yourself away from being frustrated, is the bottom line there. Okay, so that's Taurus, 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 Taurus. I guess whatever that fleeting thought was does not apply to very many people, or I wasn't supposed to say it. I'm not used to thoughts fleeting and not coming back. Alrighty, let's look at Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. This is Gemini for February the 22nd. Thank you, all of you who are spending some of your precious time here with me on a Friday. I appreciate that. Gemini, night. All right, you're showing up right here in your own spread, Gemini. Queen of Arrows showing up in reverse. Queen of Bows showing up right side up. And Four of Wands in reverse. Okay. So Gemini's with the Queen of Arrows in reverse and the Queen of Wands showing up here. Yeah, in this deck, the Queen of Wands means something completely different as far as personality than it does in another deck. So I'm just kind of processing and feeling. But basically what we have here, Gemini, is you have been in a situation where you felt like you were made more vulnerable, or where you became, let's say, more vulnerable than you're comfortable with. And so now you're being defensive, like you're taking action to make sure that you're not in that kind of vulnerable situation again. Part of your taking action to make sure you're not in that kind of vulnerable situation again is that you are trying to be quiet about what you're doing. You're trying to move around sort of underground. You're trying to be, whatever work you're doing, you're not necessarily needing credit for that work. You're doing things behind the scenes. You're trying to stay undercover. Trying to not let somebody know that you're even around because you're feeling really defensive about interacting with that person. And yet I feel like you do have things that have to be done. So you're still doing them. You're just doing them on the down low. Why? Four of Wands in reverse. There's been some kind of distance between you and somebody else, either literal distance or emotional distance. And because of this distance, I think it's easier for you not to even have to interact with them than it is to figure out how to interact with them right now. Okay, so that's what I've got going on for Geminis. Next up, let's take a peek at Cancer. Cancer for February 22nd. Private readings are available to those of you interested in them, either by phone or by Skype. La da da da. La da da. La da da da. Cancer. You guys have the Adder. By the way, this is the Wildwood Tarot. You also got Rebirth. Rebirth. And you have the Fox. Foxy little guy there. Okay. So Cancer. You had a situation in your life where somebody was trying to control you. Like not even subtly, not even covertly, like they were just overtly trying to control you, trying to make decisions for you, trying to tell you, well, you need to do this or whatever. And you walked away from that controlling person. You were like, oh, thank you. I can make those decisions. Have a nice life type of thing. Okay. So ending that person's power of control, if you didn't walk away from this person, you have definitely walked away from the idea of them controlling your life. And I think you have made that very clear to them. Doesn't Sarah Bareilles have a song about that? Something like Who Died and Made You King or something. Anyway, that song comes to mind when I look at these cards. Somebody was trying to control you, Cancers, and you were like, no, I've had enough. I can do that myself. Thank you very much. Why? Why did you walk away from that? Because you want to have your own freedom to do the things that you want to do. You have a lot of energy. You're inspired. You're happy. You want to be out there expressing that energy, doing fun things, laughing. And this person that was controlling you had his thumb down just a little too hard. Just a little. And so you walked away from that control so that you can go out and do the things that make you happy again. Not just be an extension of that person, but things that make you happy again. All right, so that's for Cancers. Have you been learning the cards? That's a good way to do it. Do you have a deck yet? Hello there, Leo. Thank you so much for stopping by. We do have February 22nd coming up on the cards for y'all. Those of you interested in a live reading, all you have to do is use that's a lot of cards. Use the contact information listed. Use the contact information listed on the website in the description box below the video. Actually, Leo, how are we going to work this? All right. You got an extra card come up, so I had to feel around for what's going on here. But what you have my struggle card in reverse, Leo. It can apply to basically any time from right now through to tomorrow. And for some of you, maybe it happened a few minutes ago, but mostly I'm hoping after I say it. Leos, also you have the Wren. And then the last two cards you got, which I'm going to read together. The Ten of Stones, or the Home card. And The Ten of Bows, or the responsibility card. Two tens that popped up together that want to be read together. How funny. Okay, Leos. Oh, your first two cards are really interesting. So you've got the struggle card showing up in reverse, plus you've got the Ren card combination. With struggle in reverse, this just means that you are coming to the end of something that has been frustrating or troubling. With the Ren card, I really love this card. This is one of my favorites. She talks about knowing the unknowable. The Ren does not migrate. So she knows the land where she lives in summertime and in wintertime. She knows things the other birds don't know. All right. This card talks about being able to see and understand things that are not visible to everybody else. This card talks about understanding, being curious, exploring anything that is what I call the secret of the universe. Now, secrets of the universe to me are things that do actually influence our universe or our world, but we're not taught about those things typically in school, and at least not in my society and my culture. So things that might be secrets of the universe might be like paranormal, mediumship, psychic work, tarot cards, anything esoteric or occult, different modalities of energy healing, reiki, shamanism, law of attraction, all of that stuff falls under this card as a secret of the universe. So you, my dear Leos, have had this curiosity about something that's a secret of the universe, and you're coming to the end of being frustrated about this, which means you're coming into a point of clarity where you're starting to see, oh, maybe there really is something to this. Or I won't even say you're starting to see maybe there really is something to this. With this end of the struggle, you are starting to see that there is definitely something to whatever this is that you're curious about. And I think that you're just kind of sucked right up to the next level of wanting to explore it there. Okay, so that's your first two cards, Leo. Let's look at why. Let's look at the trigger. Okay, so you've got your home card and you've got your responsibility card. Yeah, okay. Both of them right side up, too. Leos. A lot of you are doing a lot of work around the home or around a family member's home who has passed on. You may be, when people pass on, we have to come in and sort of clear out the home and get it ready to be sold or whatever we're going to do with it. So there's a lot of responsibility coming up around a home or around family for you guys, Leo, right now. And this is the trigger card. So because of whatever this responsibility is around home or around family, you are really stepping up to the next level when you're finding out about secrets of the universe. This really makes me think that there may be a situation where a family member has crossed over and maybe you are carrying out some responsibilities in that situation, but maybe you're also learning to communicate with that family member. Maybe you're getting knee deep into mediumship. LRKK, hello, hello. You're quite welcome. Thank you for being here. So that was Leo. That was interesting. I don't know if that'll apply to all of you, but that was definitely interesting. All right, let's look next at Virgo. This is going to be Virgo for February the 22nd. La da 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 da. Thank you guys for spending some of your precious time with me. Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you to those of you who are sharing this video so that it can benefit others as well. And thank you to those of you who are new subscribers and old subscribers who keep coming back. The especially brave ones that keep coming back. And thank you to those of you who order private readings from me. I do appreciate all your support at every single level. La da da da, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Okay, Virgos, you have the Swan, and you have the Hare in reverse. Hello there, Natalie, welcome. And you have the Four of Wands, or Celebration. Okay, what's going on, Virgo? Whoa, wow. Okay. Where is our moon right now? Oh, we're having a new moon on the 23rd. No wonder. Veil's getting thin. Look at this, guys. This is amazing. So Virgos, you're trying to be very logical with that swan. You're trying to be very logical on the 22nd, but you've also got the hare in reverse. Now, the hare in the reverse is a very special card to me in this deck. Gosh, I'm almost crying. I'll tell you why. If you look at this card, if you look at the top of it, really close, you can see like it looks like a mask of the green man. It's definitely a mask of a man of authority that's right down there by her foot on the ground. But when it's right side up, it's not on the ground. When it's right side up, this mask is looking down. And we've got sky right here. So the mask is looking down from the sky at you, Virgo. Okay, so let me tell you why I'm almost crying. Virgos, there is somebody who has already crossed over, who is a male or was a male when you knew them here. They were an authority figure. So father, grandfather, uncle, mentor, professor, maybe even significant other. Okay, somebody like that who's already crossed over. All right. And on Saturday, you're hearing from them. They're doing some work from behind the scenes, and you're hearing from them. You're understanding that they are in touch with you, that they're getting messages to you. Okay. Even with your logical mind, you're not going to be able to miss the fact that this person is reaching out to you. Okay. Why? Because of some kind of family celebration. So, Virgos, you may be at a family reunion, a birthday, first communion, some kind of family get together. You might be, don't have to be. This could be the anniversary of the person's death. This could be the anniversary of the person's birthday. This could be you and that person's anniversary. This could just be a special day between you and that person, or a special day to that person. But there's some kind of celebration that is attached with this person showing up to communicate with you. And I believe they're also influencing things from behind the scenes to help you as well. Okay, so that's sweetness. That is sweetness. Wow. I'm ready to stop reading right now. I think we've had some big messages. We're pretty much done. The other 6 signs would shoot me if we would do that, though, so we're going to keep going. Let's see about Libra. How many cards did you have falling? That's too many. We're going to keep shuffling. Yeah, so maybe you'll have somebody visiting you because of your birthday. Somebody who's already passed over. Very cool. Quite welcome. Quite welcome. All right, so Libras for February 22nd. Please know I do offer private readings. By the way, guys, I do offer mediumship readings. I don't just read the tarot. So if you do need to get in touch with somebody who's crossed over, I would love to do that for you as well. Same thing by phone or by Skype. All right, Libra. 4 of arrows. Ace of arrows in reverse. Oh, that's interesting. And the ancestor in reverse. Two cards here that talk about waiting, basically. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. It's very fun to make your own drum. Okay, Libra. It's really interesting to me that you have two cards that talk about it's taking time out or waiting. That Four of Swords in the back does talk about forced downtime or a time when you're not doing everything you would normally do. And the reason you're not doing everything you would normally do is something that's out of your control. However, as you're going through that forced downtime, you have a chance to think about things you normally wouldn't think about. And so you are making transformations in your perceptions around something during that forced downtime. So there is an upside. Why I think that we're having this forced downtime because there's a problem with communication. I think the forced downtime is you're waiting on a message to come in from somebody that says, okay, do this, or okay, well, this is how you do this thing you're trying to do, or whatever. You're waiting for a message from somebody so that you can come out of forced downtime. That's what this talks about. Okay. And why? Why are you waiting for this message, and why does it have you in downtime while you're waiting? Somebody has to make a decision, and they know that it's a big decision. This is one of those decisions that once you've crossed a certain point, there is no going back. And so they are wise to weigh this decision out, and that's what they're doing. And so you are waiting on them to give you an answer so that you can move forward and do the things that you really want to do. Okay. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. That was Libra. Next up, we do have Scorpios. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. Aw. Very cool. Scorpio for February the 22nd. Let's see what we have coming up. I do offer private readings either by phone or by Skype for those of you who are interested. Blah da 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 da. Okay, Wildwood Tarot, first card up. We have the Balance card, but it's in reverse. Woot woot, yay. All right, now we've got the Blasted Oak, but it's also in reverse. That is a yay. We would much rather have it in reverse than upside down, or than right side up. And we have the Endurance card. Okay, so what's going on here? What's going on here? Let's talk about these cards. Let's wander around the mulberry bush until the answer becomes apparent, shall we? La da da. So we've got the Balance card in reverse. This typically for me is my card that says that somebody is not okay. That's my nicest way of saying somebody is not able to think things through in a straight and logical way. Okay. All right. So with this Blasted Oak in reverse, that's basically like the Tower right side up. This is talking about a situation that was devastating at one point when something that made us feel secure was suddenly and unexpectedly removed from our lives. I think that I think Scorpios, what we have going on in the 22nd is something that was suddenly and unexpectedly removed from our lives that really did put us in an unbalanced place as it was removed from our lives. I think it's coming back. I think it's coming back. Whether it's a job opportunity, whether it's a relationship, whatever, I think that this thing is coming back and it's going to throw us for a loop. We're not going to be able to process that in a logical, sane type of way. We're going to be unbalanced. We're not going to be okay when this shit comes back. This may be something that we have worked really hard to get beyond the whole tower falling or the Blasted Oak being struck by lightning. We've worked really hard to get beyond that. We've worked really hard to get into a new headspace and to readjust our course. And so whenever this thing comes back that we've been recovering from and moving forward from, I think it's really going to throw us off. Now, I don't mean like mental breakdown or like we have to go to a psych ward somewhere, but I just don't think that we're just going to be like, oh, yay, you're back, or this opportunity is back. I think we're going to be looking at what's going on our desk and going, my gosh, do I have time to deal with this opportunity? Or if it's a relationship that's coming back, like we've reorganized our lives now, we've moved forward. We may look at this opportunity with the relationship, and it may be, um, um, I'm not sure what I want to do with this. Okay, so that's what we have coming up now. Why? Why? Why are we unbalanced about this person coming back, or are we unbalanced about this opportunity come back? Because we've been waiting. It's ironic. We've been waiting so long for this opportunity or this person to come back. We were hoping, but maybe we gave up. Or maybe we just couldn't sit still and just wait. Maybe we had to live our lives, so we had to move forward without them. And so we're waiting. That's why it's actually coming up as a Blessed Oak reversed. It's coming up as a recovery. It's coming up as doing well. But it's also throwing us off because while we were waiting, we couldn't sit still. We had to do some healing. Now we're not sure if we even still want that anymore. We're not the same people that we used to be. So the whole thing has us thrown off. All right, so that's Scorpio. Now, obviously, I was very into that, so we'll see if it's true for anybody out there. Not quite sure how objective I was. We'll have to find out. Sagittarius coming up next. Sagittarius for February the 22nd. I do offer live readings either by phone or by Skype, I should say. Sagittarius. 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 It is Mercury retrograde. All right, Sagittarius, you've got the Green Woman showing up in reverse. You also have my struggle card showing up right side up. Blip, blip, blip. Two of Arrows, or my Injustice card showing up right side up. Blippity, blip, 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 blip. Okay, Sagittarius, what's going on? Sagittarius, you're going through a real struggle right now in your life, and part of the reason you're going through that real struggle is because you are trying to help people that don't seem like they can help themselves, even though really, technically, they should be. They're adults. They should be doing some of these things that you're doing for them. You're actually being very codependent and enabling right here, and it's causing you to struggle in your life because you're having a hard time focusing on taking care of you because you're too busy taking care of somebody else who should be taking care of themselves. Why? Well, we've got the Injustice card. It feels to you like it's your duty to take care of these people, even though really it's not. They may even be telling you it's your duty to take care of you. But this is an unjust situation. If you look at this card, you can see that on the scale, on one side you have heavy, heavy gold coins, and on the other side you have a feather, and it's balancing out as even. Now, obviously, that's not fair and right. It's telling me that this is an unjust situation that you've got yourself into with trying to do for somebody to the point that you can't do for yourself. So who gets you out of these types of situations, Sagittarius? Is it the person that you're doing stuff for? No, they're glad you're doing stuff. Is it you? Yep, it's you. It's you saying, I'm struggling. I can't do this. I don't have the resources, time, effort, energy. I got to get out of here. I can't do this. I got to do me. You're the only one who can do that. Okay, so that's for Sagittarius. You're a Libra. Well, let's see. You were just about right in time then, weren't you? Capricorn, let's look at you guys. And this is going to be Capricorn for February the 22nd. There's your downtime, huh? Something out of your control, too. All right, Capricorns, let's see what you've got. I do offer private readings either by phone or by Skype. Your preference. What on earth? That's strange. Capricorns, are you guys interacting with an Aries in your life right now? So odd. Capricorn, you guys got the moon on water in reverse. You got the wolf in reverse. And you got the woodward right side up. Wow, I'm tripping out. All of these cards came up for Aries, which was the very first sign I've done. Now I'm on to the 10th sign, so how much shuffling has gone in between that, I don't even know. But they're not all in the same direction that they were. Two of them are in a different, all of them are in a different direction. Okay, I'm tripping out. Let me focus on you, Capricorns. Capricorns, you have a situation or a relationship where there has been some potential that has just recently come to the surface that before you didn't even realize was there. Like when you first met this person, you might not have realized that there was a potential for any kind of friendship or relationship or whatever. And then you've just barely started to scratch the surface of that. And now you're having a hard time letting go of that situation, whether it's a project, relationship, whatever it is, you're having a hard time letting go of that. And I can see why, because you've just barely scratched the surface of this potential. So much more to unpack and unlock and see about. And yet you're having to let this go. This is not something that you're able to let go of easily. It feels like there's to you, it just feels like there's so much unfinished business. How can I let this go? Okay, that's what I've got coming up for you Capricorns. Now, why is this happening? Because somebody has made a decision about you or about your behavior, or maybe about this other person that you're involved with and about their behavior. And this actually was a fair decision. It was a fair decision, but it just leaves you in a really tough situation where there's a lot of unfinished business that you don't get to play out. And so you're having a hard time saying goodbye to that situation. I feel you, Capricorn. All right, let's look at Aquarius next. This is Aquarius for February the 22nd. Mercedita, hello, hello. Glad to have you here. Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that. Mercedita. Actually, so now you're waiting on a doctor to make a decision, aren't you, Lucy? About when that cast comes off. There's your decision. All right, Aquarius, though. Aquarius for February 22nd. I do offer private readings either by phone or by Skype if you are interested. Let's see about your cards. Aquarius, we are using the Wildwood Tarot at this moment. Aquarius, first card out is the Guardian. Second card out is Abundance. Third card out is the Green Woman. Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, you are feeling the need to guard your abundance. You are feeling the need to safeguard and guard your abundance. Now, why? Why? Because of the Green Woman. Because you have put a lot of energy and effort into creating this abundance. So if somebody thinks that they're just going to come up and just take this abundance away, just lickety split, just like that, guess what? Nay, nay. Nay, nay. You've put too much energy and effort into creating the abundance. You're not letting that happen. So you are guarding your abundance. You're guarding your abundance from threats, from thefts. I like that. Good job, Aquarius. Okay, now let's look at Pisces. And this is Pisces for February the 22nd. Well, now through February the 22nd, somewhere in there, I should say. If you guys are interested, I do offer private readings, either by phone or by Skype. It is my favorite thing to do. If y'all would choose me to be your reader, I would be greatly honored. La da da da, la da da da, Pisces. Slightly different take than what we had for Aquarius. Here we have the Green Woman showing up in reverse. We have the World in reverse. And we have the Guardian in reverse. Okay, Pisces, I actually like this. This is so healthy for you, Pisces. Yay. Yay. Like, thank goodness, yay. So, with the Green Woman in reverse, this is telling me that you have been operating in some very codependent ways and enabling other people with your codependent ways. All right? With the World card in reverse, you're realizing, whoa, that's not how I want to be. Like, I want to have compassion, I want to be helpful, but I don't want to enable somebody. And so as you're realizing that, well, I don't really want to be codependent. I want to be helpful, but not codependent. You're making adjustments. You're making changes. Why are you doing that? Because of the Guardian in reverse. You have faced some fears and you have given them the 1-2 punch and they don't bother you anymore. What are those fears? Guess what those fears are, guys? I bet you know. You think that if you don't enable this person, they're going to disappear. They're going to walk away. They're going to be out because you secretly fear that this person is only around you because of what you give them and how you enable them. And now you have faced that fear and you've said to yourself, you know what, maybe that's why they're around. And maybe I'm going to see the real deal as soon as I stop enabling them, and maybe they're just going to disappear like thin air. But if that's the case, then it's probably for the best. That's what you figured out. And if that's not the only reason that they're around, then they'll still around even if I'm not enabling them. So you faced your fears. You're ready for the outcome whichever way the chips fall. Okay, but you have realized that this enabling baloney is just that. It's baloney. It's no good for you and it's no good for them and it's not what you want. So you've looked at, okay, well, these are the things that can happen if I stop enabling this person. And you're like, you know what? Okay, let's do it. Yep, that's very true, Rena. Okay, so that covers everybody. Thank you to all of you who have spent some of your precious Friday here with me. I do appreciate it so much. Thank you to everyone who has given thumbs ups and who has shared. Thank you to all the wonderful new subscribers, and thank you to the old subscribers that keep putting up with me. Woo, woo, thank you very much. You guys are the saints. And thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings from me. I do appreciate everybody's support that comes in every way, shape, and fashion. Everyone have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys back here the next time. Peace out.